Okay, so you said you wanted help with this pattern. So you said you were stuck on round 2, so I'm going to kind of go through round 1 really quick. Basically, you're going to crochet your 4, or your chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and then you have your slip stitch to hold that together, and then that means you have your ring in the middle to do your double crochets. So round 1, you chain your 3 like it says, 2, 3, and then you double crochet into that hole that it has there. Okay, so with that you have your chain, and then you have your first double crochet, and then it says chain 2. Alright, so after that it says repeat it 4 more times. So you're going to repeat, your chain counts as a double crochet, then you did another double crochet here. So you have 2 double crochets, chain 2, and you're going to repeat that 4 more times. So we're going to go 2 double crochets, and then a chain 2. That gives us 1, and 2 double crochets, and a chain 2, another set of double crochets, and then a chain 2, another set of 2 double crochets, and then a chain 2. So here's our first one, 2 double crochets and then a chain 2, and it said 4 more times, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you look at your pattern, it's going to tell you that you're going to have 12 double crochets. So somewhere this, I'm not sure if it's me that's reading it off incorrectly, but if you look at the end, it's telling you that you're going to have 12 altogether. If you do it this way, you only have 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm going to add in 1 more extra double set of double crochets. And then another chain 2. Now it matches up to what the pattern says on here, because you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then it has on here your 6 chain 2 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this 6th one here. And so at the end of round 1, it's going to tell you to slip stitch. Now where I slip stitch is, if you look, you had to chain 3, so you're going to want to count up to your 3rd one. There's 1, 2, 3, and then you're supposed to slip stitch. When you slip stitch, you're going to want to grab 2, and then 2 on the top and then 1 on the bottom, so it's in that hole. And then you just wrap it around and pull it through both of them. Okay, so this is where you want to do your color change, because it tells you to finish off. I'm going to use 2 different colors here, but they're not going to match at all. As I said, my yarn is packed away since I'm moving. To finish it off, you just pull it through here, and then I take my scissors and cut it, and then you finish pulling it and you pull it there. Okay, now this one, there's 2 ways that you could take care of this end, and I'll show you how I do it because it's easier. This other one from here, the cool thing about this is if you catch it when you're going around, you can actually pull that and make your center hole smaller if you want, or you can leave it big, whichever you like. Now for round 2, which is your color change, I'm going to use this real funny looking pink stuff here. I hope that it works, because it's the lightest color that I have right now that's out. Okay, so this tells you, using color B, which is this one, join with a slip stitch in any chain 2 space. So your chain 2 spaces are these ones here where you can see that they kind of make a point. I kind of like to start in the same spot, but we're going to go to the first chain 2 space, to single crochet, to do a, to do a slip stitch. I just hold it there and I use my hook to bring it through here, and then I always start like that, and you kind of have to hold those ends in there. So how I do this is I make sure that I hold it so it doesn't come undone, and then it tells you to chain 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then it'll tell you to do a double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet. So basically this chain counts as a double crochet, so you're going to want another double crochet right next to it. Okay, then you got a chain 2, and then in the same hole that we had here, I hope you can see that, in the same exact hole here, you do 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. Oh, my yarn is being naughty. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so what you've actually done here is, if you look in this chain 2 space here, you've done 2 double crochets, 1, 2, a chain 2, and then 2 more. That's called making a shell. And the shell, as you see, has the top with the point here. And then your directions will tell you to chain 1. Okay, and that's going to give you enough space to cover both of these here. Then it tells you in your next chain 2 space, you do 2 double crochets. Okay, and then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to do 2 more double crochets, and then you're going to do a chain 1. Okay, so when you go around, you're going to continue the same pattern over and over. In each chain 2 space, you're going to have 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. So I'm going to do 1 more. I'm going to go 2 double crochets, and then we're going to have a chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. Okay, so then when you get done, you're going to have this all the way around, and if you notice, your chain 2s make your little points. When you get to the very end of it, let me see if I can do a couple more really fast. So we chained, oops, I forgot my chain 1 here. So we're going to go 2 double crochets, and I got myself all tangled up here. And then your chain 2, 2 double crochet, and your chain 1. And there you have it. That takes you all the way around. You have 2 more here, 1 here and 1 here, and then you'll slip stitch here at the end. If I can get out some more yarn, I'll finish this round for you. So we're going to go 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then a chain 1, and then the last one is 2 double crochets into that hole. And then you're going to chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. Oh, bad, naughty yarn. And then 2, here's your second one. So now if you look at it, each one now has 2 double crochets with the chain 2 with the chain 1 in between, and then you're going to come back to your beginning here, and you're going to find your third chain, 1, 2, 3, and then this is where you would slip stitch into the hole. And if my needle will go in there, or my hook, I'll slip stitch and bring it through, and there you go. Okay, and then for this one, color C, you're basically going to do the same thing. I'm not going to actually cut this off because this is a whole brand new skein of yarn that I have for something else. But you basically do the same thing, is they have you starting in your chain 2 spaces again to continue on just like you did before. If you need help further, then I can do a bigger video or something for you, but that should be it, and that's what it's going to start looking like.